Welcome to another video. This is going to be a Q&A kind of video, something that I definitely enjoy watching here in YouTube. So I thought, why not? On Instagram a few weeks, I asked you to ask me some questions, and I received about 20-25 questions. I think that will be too many. It will be a very long video. So 13, 14 questions. They're all written here. So yeah, if you want to know me better, grab a cup of tea and let's start. So the first question is, how old are you? I am 35. I'll be 36 in May this year. I was born in 1990, so yeah, 35. Question number two, it's when did your love of vintage begin? Right, this is a very interesting question because every time I get this question asked, I don't know what to answer. Um, I will say since I was a very small kid, I used to admire photos. I remember going to my granny's and granddad's friends' houses and seeing all these beautiful pictures of people like dressed in 1930s, 1940s, and 50s outfits, and think I love to dress like that when I grew older. So yeah, I think I grew up with that in mind, and when I was about 12 or 13, I kind of like hand sew my first vintage outfit. I don't think I wore that outside. First of all, I started wearing that in the house, but yeah, I wouldn't know what to say. Since I was a little girl, I will say I was more focused in the 1950s first, in the beginning, and then I discovered the 1940s fashion more in depth, let's say, and I decided that I wanted to dress like that because it was really cool and stylish, and I thought it also fitted my body shape very well. So yeah, always. Third question is an outfit of the day, right? So my outfit of the day, I'm not going anywhere today because it's raining. It's just really bad weather today, so I'll stay at home. And so basically, I'm wearing a basic turtleneck jumper with a brooch. I don't know if you can see it. It's a dashing, and then I'm wearing a skirt. This is weekend doll skirt and black ties. That is my outfit of the day. Next question is, how did I end up studying geology? Right. I was quite stuck back in 2020 and 2021 during the pandemic, basically. I did my first undergraduate in Spain in teaching literature and Spanish language. And I did that for 2-3 years, and then I gave up basically because I thought it wasn't my cup of tea. So yeah, I gave that up, and I started working at an office for a childcare agency in Edinburgh, which it was fine. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy helping people to find jobs in childcare and basically giving jobs to people. I thought it was quite a rewarding kind of job. But after a few years, um, I stopped enjoying the job, and I didn't know what to do. I knew I wanted to change my career, but I didn't know how to start or what to do. So I took, because I was in furlough, um, yeah, I had a lot of time to think about what I wanted to do. So in 2021, um, especially in 2020, but more 2021, I spent so much time watching documentaries about earth science. And because I always been told at school that I wasn't good at science, and it's actually true. Like, I remember I didn't have much of an interest about um, chemistry or anything like that. I'm always being a very curious person, but not to the point to do a whole undergraduate in science. Um, so yeah, I always been told that I wasn't good at it, so I never thought about doing anything science related. But in 2021, a volcano erupted back in Spain, in La Palma, in the Canary Islands, and I found myself fascinated by the process of how a volcano erupts. And yeah, after a few months, I thought, why don't I just do another undergraduate? When I was younger, I always thought, oh, it'd be so cool to do an undergraduate in my second language, which is English. But obviously, you have to be a little bit fluent before you do that. So I've been living like a Badab or 6 or 7 years, and my English was acceptable. So I thought, let's do it. Let's just do it. So I started a geology undergraduate at the Open University, and that's what I'm doing. I'm currently on my last year. That it's a bit intimidating. This question is best tips to complete an outfit. I will say accessories. However, I have to confess that I'm not much of an accessories kind of person. I really struggle to wear jewelry, brooches, hats, any accessory. Not because I don't like it. I do like it, but I just forget. I just forget about them, and I think it's a really important touch to your outfit. However, it's been like said that I think the hairstyle, it's a really important touch to the outfit. Because, for example, in like vintage fashion, or let's say the 1930s and 1940s fashion, if you don't curl your hair, but you wear clothes from that time period, but then you don't curl your hair, it quite look doesn't quite look vintage, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I think the hair, more than accessories, I think it will be my go-to tip. For accessories, yeah, I am trying to wear more because I do like them, but yeah, again, I just forget. So if I want to wear jewelry, I will have to wear it all the time. So for example, I'm wearing a bracelet right now, wearing earrings today, but I usually wear like very small ones. Brooches, sometimes I do wear brooches. Hats, I really love hats, but I don't have many. I only have like one or two berets, like berries that I knitted myself. Um, yeah, I think more than accessories, I would think the hairstyle. So the next question is, how many knitting or crochet projects do you have on the go at the moment? Right, so last night I finished one of them, and it is this hot water bottle cover. I didn't use a specific pattern for it. I used like a chunky kind of yarn to make it quicker. And for the Fair Isle flower here, I used a true 1940s knitting book that I have, and I think it's really cute. I left the top part uncovered because I think I'm going to make like a cover, like separate cover, so I'm quite happy with it. But the projects that I have on the go are, let's see, I've got my bag here. One of them is these. It's actually off the needles now, but will I finish it? Maybe, I don't know. I started making this a few months ago, and I'm not using a pattern actually. I'm just playing with the yarn basically. So it's this green, kind of like apple green scarf. It's like a 1930s scarf, and it has like a ruffle here. Don't know if you can appreciate. It's coming along actually quite cute, but I don't know why I stopped. I think I started another project probably, and I stopped making this. It's quite easy and quick, so I might finish it. I really like the color. And the next one is, so I started another scarf. I think early December, in a beautiful kind of like burgundy color, and it's a Miss Marple scarf, but it has like, it's like a berry. It has like berries. I don't know if you can appreciate. Berries Miss Marple scarf. Will I finish it? Probably not, because I made a lot of mistakes in the pattern and I had to go back so many times, and I found it a little bit irritating. So I'm not sure, although it'll be really cute. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'll finish it. And then I think I only have one more. I don't know if you saw this on my Instagram. I started making this cardigan. It's a I think it's 1950s, early 1950s cardigan. This is the back in this chocolate brown. It's just an acrylic. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. So I've got the back done and the front, the two front parts. They're not blocked, so it's hard to show. But I've got, yeah, the two front parts and the back. So it's just the front line and the sleeves left. So probably I'll make this next before I start another project. We have Alpine just behind me having a win up. What a love of Bradley. Right, my next question is, do you have a favorite perfume? I don't have a favorite perfume because I like changing perfumes all the time, because there are so many lovely perfumes out there that it would be a shame just to stick to one. I wish I could stick to one, because then that would become my personal smell, if that makes sense. But even changing perfumes, my friends and family always tell me like, oh, that smells of you, and I think it's because I always take perfumes with very similar ingredients. So yeah, at the moment I'm using this one. It's a perfume from Aldi, and it's really good. I think it's inspired. It's called Perfect Pink. I don't know if you can see it. But I think it's inspired in Miss Dior. It smells amazing. It really smells like the true one. Question is, what draws you to 1940s fashion? I think it's just really, really feminine, and I just really like that. Talking about the female fashion, of course, I don't know much about the male fashion. So yeah, I just really like the shoulder pads. I like the floral patterns everywhere, like floral prints in blouses, in dresses, everywhere. And the waist shape as well, I really like that. I don't know if I mentioned the big shoulder pads. The colors, they're not like bright colors, they're more like soft, earthy kind of colors. I really like that as well. Yeah, the versatility of all the outfits, and actually what I like about it is that they did an effort to dress up every day. Yeah, that is something that we don't see nowadays. Right, so the next question is a hard one. Favorite spots in Edinburgh? Not sure if you're aware, but I lived in Edinburgh for about 8 years before I moved to Manchester uh, 2 years ago. And yeah, I don't know. Favorite spots in Edinburgh. Right, I know one for sure. One for sure is the Stockbridge, the entire Stockbridge area. I lived there for a few years, and it really has a special place in my heart. Um, so I really like Inverleith Park in Stockbridge. I really like the Water of Leith path in Stockbridge as well. And then it's hard because I really love Edinburgh. It really feels like my home, and I am hoping to come back one day. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. It's hard. Princess Street Gardens are beautiful, although it can be a little bit busy. Um, Arthur Seat as well. I really like Arthur Seat. And Holyrood Park. It's just so many spots. I don't think I can pick three. Sorry. Next question is: if you could travel back to any era, what year would that be, and how and who would you take with you? Um, I think as much as I like the 1940s, I would like to travel back to the Middle Ages. I just always loved that time period for some reason. When I was a little kid, I used to read about the Middle Ages all the time, and because we have so many castles where I am from in South Spain, yeah, I used to study that era a lot, and I would love to see it in person. And who would you take with you? I will take with me anyone who would like to time travel to the Middle Ages, basically. I've got some more questions left. The next one is um, which vintage finds filled your heart with joy, and three favorites and why? I picked three, but I've got so many treasures but they fill my heart with joy. One of them is, let's see, I did not find this. This was a gift by my partner for my birthday, I think it was. It's a Victorian I think it's called Trinkle box. Yeah, Trinkle box. It's just so beautiful and in such a good condition as well. It's the original velvet fabric inside as well, and I don't know, it's just so beautiful, so intricate inside. I don't know if you can appreciate the details, and yes, heart shape, which is very sweet. So yeah, that is one of my favorite vintage antiques. Next one, it's a piece of clothing that I found in a regular charity shop here in Manchester, in the city center. I found this last year, and I couldn't know if you get this, but every time I see an antique or an old piece in a regular shop, and they don't appreciate the value, so it's actually quite cheap. I'm screaming inside. So this is how I was when I first saw it, and of course I had to buy it. I think this dress cost me about like £7 or something like that, or even £6. It's very cheap. And it's an mainly 1930s. It could be actually late 1920s, but I think it's early 1930s dress. Um, I love the front piece, is so cute. This piece of fabric here on the chest. The sleeves have a snap here, how you call it, snap to close it. And it's really simple actually, but I just really like the shape. The shape is very much of the time period. It's such a good condition as well. It's in such a good shape despite being 90 years old or even 100 years old. And yeah, this is one of my favorite dresses. For the third one, I picked a pair of shoes for nurses. It's my 1940s or wartime uh, nurse shoes, and they are navy, and I use them a lot. They're also quite like sturdy and breathable as well. The material is quite breathable. I mean, they were made to be used all day long in the hospitals, and the heel is quite comfortable. They weren't dead stock, I don't think, but they were in very good shape, and I got them for maybe like £30 on a vintage fair that I went last year. So yeah, this is one of my treasures as well. Another question is, would you consider being a model professionally? Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Um, I do enjoy modeling for some brands. I've modeled for a few brands across the UK, and I did enjoy it. However, I don't think I could do that as a living. I find it a bit stressful to be in front of the camera for so many hours in a row, changing outfits, making sure my hair is perfect, and yeah, I don't know if I could do that professionally, to be honest. I would do it more often. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it more often for more brands, and just like in kind of like collaborations and having fun and things like that. But I like geology, so I would like to work in the geology industry once I graduate or before that, who knows? Are you watching anything good at the moment? I am not. I am not. Um, I am really struggling to find something that I like. So the last thing that I really enjoyed was Home Fires. I watched the 2 seasons, and I was heartbroken by the last episode. Like, I can't believe they stopped um, filming that show. It was so good. It's so good. If you can watch, if you're in the UK, I think it's on Channel 4 for free, and it's just so good, so good. I was obsessed, and it was so sad when it finished. So I am listening to the audiobooks at the moment. It's obviously not the same because you can't see the characters or anything like that, but yeah, they're good enough. They're good enough. I think they have a very bad reputation. When I posted on Instagram that I was listening to the audiobooks, because when I'm knitting, I like having something in the background. And so far, so good. I mean, they're not like the series, of course, but they're not that bad. I think I finished the first book now. Home Fires is about the Women Institute back in 1939 in England, and all the characters are brilliant. Um, every drama, every family drama, I was obsessed. The outfits are dreamy. The knitwear was absolutely amazing. I mean, I really enjoyed watching that show. It was really sad when it finished. That's it. We finished all the questions in my list. And yeah, thank you very much for asking me the questions and all your support. And I really enjoy making content and getting feedback, obviously. So yeah, if you would like me to make any videos about a specific topic, or another Q&A video, or I don't know, a knitting kind of video, shows, anything, or an outfits, hairstyles, anything, just let me know below in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much. Mwah.